Alright, so what I want to do is fade the left and right ends of this line that I've created. So I'm going to leave it selected while I do this. I'm going to do that by creating a gradient. So I'm going to come over to the swatches panel and let's click on the gradient swatches, and I'm going to come up here to the panel menu and select new gradient swatch. And let me just get rid of these because I want to show you how to create these. The new gradient swatch is going to be called a red gradient. And I'm going to click on the very first stop down on the ramp here, and that first stop is going to bring up the stop color menu. I'm going to select RGB because this is going to eventually go on the web. The very first stop is going to be filled with white, so the red, green, and blue values will all be 255. I'm going to click just below the gradient ramp to create a new stop, and this new stop, which is now selected, is going to be filled with just red. So I'm going to take the values for the blue and green stop and drag them all the way down to 0. And also I want to change the location of this stop, so I'm going to double click inside the location field, and I'm going to enter 25 and then press tab to set that value. And I can also click on the ramp right here. I'm going to create a new stop. That new stop is also going to be filled with red, so again take the green and blue values and drag them all the way down to 0. Double click inside the location field and set that value to 75, and then press tab to set that in stone. So the outermost stops, the left and the right edges, are going to be filled with white, 255 value for all red, green, and blue, and the two innermost stops are going to be filled with red. Alright, now I'm going to click on the Add button. That will add that to my gradient panel, and then I can select Done. And because I had my line selected already, you'll see that the values fade on the left and the right. So the thinner the line, actually the better it looks. So let's make that a 1 point, because it's eventually going to be a really thin line on the web page. So that's how you can create a line that fades from left to right. I'm sorry, that fades at the left and right ends.